And welcome back to the dumbest modeling channel on all of YouTube, Pitstain Hobbies. Your Autobot Wheeljack's apprentice here. And we're back on Optimus Prime from Agora Models. Link is below in the description. Go. This thing is sick. Just check it out. Pack 5 right here. I'm a little behind some of the other people online. I had to go up to New York and visit family, and then I had to spend a week in Jersey working. So yeah, let's see our nice 3 trays of parts. Now we're doing the the right hand with all its little fingies and the right forearm, and that will complete Optimus's right arm. So we're gonna get started here. Let me get my instructions up and I'll get the first bits out and we'll go over this. I'll be a little quicker on this one because we already built the left hand and it's obviously the same exact process, just on the mirror image. Be right back, everybody. Alrighty, so we're gonna start with the thumb and we've got parts 1, 2, 3, and 6 off the plastic runners. They are numbered, okay? So just pay attention to that. This is easy to put together. It's also very easy to get confused if you're not paying attention to the numbers on the sprues. But if you are, then it's easy. And we get our little rubber gaskets here. These are kind of, there we go. I'm going to peel these off. You don't even need tweezers, really. I mean, you're just going to put it over the screw post. I guess you'd use tweezers to push it down there. Yeah, we'll just do that. Okay, so I'm going to put another one here, and then one more here and here, and then we're going to sandwich these parts together and screw them together. I'll be right back. Alrighty, so we've got some of those little gaskets on there, and we're going to just make our little finger sandwich. Bump. Oh, Ian. If it wasn't for cheap jokes, you'd have none. I know, everybody. And then we're going to get a couple of these little... Oh, I need my smaller Phillips head for this. Is that it? Yeah, this is a PH0 for these little PB 2x5 screws. But yeah, that's really all she wrote. Oh. Don't! Come on, Ian. Okay. Well, I got one screw in so far. I'll try to get the other one in and not screw up. I'll be right back. All right, so that's together. Now, I noticed in the instructions, I just noticed this, it says to snap the parts off of the sprues. Now, that will work, but I'd highly recommend using sprue cutters for this task. Now, these are bougie. These are the God hands. Expensive. These are Tamiya flat sharp cutters. They're way cheaper and actually much more durable. But then if you've just got something like this, even any type of flush cutter will be fine. But yeah, I prefer to cut all my parts from the sprues so that I don't have any flash or nubs, as they say in the industry. That's an official term, nubs. You don't want those nubs if you can avoid them. So any kind of good flush cutters, decent flush cutters, I'd strongly recommend it. So we cut this little guy out of here. That's mark number 4. Then we take these three little semi-transparent rubber tubies, thingies, whatever the hell they are. There's some real name for these, I'm sure, but little pieces of rubber tube. And those are obviously for friction. And we're going to take this chunk of the palm and we're going to flip it upside down, and we're going to, with the gap facing out, I'm going to drop her down in there and then push it into place or pull it into place, what have you. There we go. Just like that. Then we need to take the part marked number 5 on the sprue. Again, I prefer to use my nippers. Now, if you're going to get really crazy, see we got a tiny little nub there because we can sand that off. We would just need to use one of our files here. This is a cheap set of Tecton files that I've had for years. I mean, years and years. I've had these a long time. And we can just go ahead and knock that down. You could also probably use a hobby blade to get that out of there. But yeah, we don't want anything interfering in the movement of the fingies. Nice and smooth. That's what we want. Not necessarily necessary, but yeah, we got rid of that, filed away that little nub there. This is a set of needle files. I might have another set in my my Amazon store down below, but you just search needle files on Amazon, and I do have a store link down below. So if you followed that, hell, I might make 11 cents. So either way, let's get back to it. Enough jibber-jabbering from me. We're going to take this part we just cut off, and we're going to take the palm, this side facing out. We're going to take right there, and we're going to smush her into there, just like that. Okay. We're going to flip this over, and this little thumb, see, it's good we got rid of that nub right there, because it would have made it difficult to put that into place. So you want to get rid of that. And then 2 more PB 2x5 screws right in there, and I will be right back. All right, time to glue on our little thumb armor. So we'll want to get a little crazy glue right on this tab here and this little blob there. Okay, and then we'll push it on to the upper section of the thumb and hold it in place for a little while. Same thing here, has a peg, and that'll go on there. And then the pinky has a couple of those little tabs inside. We'll put glue on those, and that'll go on there. And I'm going to get those glued on real quick, and I'll be right back. Alrighty, so our thumb is completed. It looks big. This thumb's as big as my pinky. This model's going to be so ginormously, ridiculously huge. Okay, so time for the pinky, or the little finger, as the, is pinky not a PC term anymore? I don't know. Either way, we got part 13, 15, 12, and then one of these 4 things, TR 5-26. And we're going to need to put a bunch of gaskets on, about, looks like 6 of them, and get them all sandwiched in. The instructions are perfect here. So you're not going to have any issues with that. It's just peeling them off of the backing and putting them in the proper place and pressing them down a little with your tweezers. And that's that. It's so simple. You know, there's a little divot in there so you know which side you need to put the little guy on. And we're going to get these sandwiched, another finger sandwich. But we'll be right back. Alrighty, our little gaskets are in place and those parts are sandwiched together. Now we have part 16, which will go on like so, and part 14, which will just drop into place like that. And then we're going to put 3 PB 2x5 screws in there, and we'll be right back. Alrighty, pinky is screwed together. And now we're going to do the same thing with the outer fingies. We cut part 6, 5, and 4. Just pay attention to the sprue numbers. Very close attention. If you follow the numbers, you can't mess up. Unless you're me. First time I built the other hand, I screwed up royally. I wasn't paying close enough attention. But we're going to get the little glue on the peg or the tab. Like the fingertip has a little, come on, there's a little tab inside of there. Get the crazy glue on there, hopefully not on my fingers, and glue this thing together, and we'll be right back. Okay, time for a regular finger. We've got part 7, 9, 11, TR 526. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 little washers there. And we're just going to sandwich these together. Just like that. And then we're going to take, we need part 8 from here. Okay. That's going to go right there. Then we need part 10 from here. And that is going to go right there. And then we're going to need 4 of those PB 2.5 screws. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'll be right back once those screws are in. We're back on our finger. This is our regular finger. We've got 2 more to do after this, and it's the same thing as before. We're going to put a little CA glue on those pegs. Now, if you want to look at the orientation of these, it shows it very well in the instructions. So I don't know what I'm going to show you that they aren't. But I'm going to get some crazy glue on these little finger caps, pop her together, and I'll get 2 more done, and then we'll have 3 fingers. Be right back. Alrighty, all our fingies are done. Oh, the dog just burped or farted, and it smells terrible. Oh, dear. We're going to start assembling the hand, and we're going to take this part, and we're going to take this thing, okay, and we're going to put her on those posts, just like that. A couple of those PB 2x5 screws, and I'll get those in. I'll be right back. Alrighty, 2 screws later. Now we're going to start sticking our fingers in. Oh, jeez. I'm going to start sticking our fingers in these peg holes here, like so. And I'm just going to lay the part down. And I'm going to put in the 4 fingers. You might want to flex that joint up a little bit so you get a nice, like a fairly flat fit. Same goes for the pinky or the little finger, as they like to say. And then we got to grab these 2 thingies out of this first tray. And we need PWB 2x6. Oh, we got some, see, keeping the screws. PWB 2x6. So those, well, I mean, they're probably, actually, hold on a second. I'm being an idiot. Oh, yeah, they're right here. They give you another bag of them. We do have some there. What I'm doing now is when I'm taking out the screws, I'm immediately dumping them into my bead organizer. So they're already organized, and I'm getting rid of little plastic bags, because working out of the plastic bags is kind of a pain in the butt. And these are PB something something. God, these are hard to... That's the only thing with this kit is these screws are hard to read. PB 2.3x6, I guess. Okay, so these are the PB 2.3x6. It's the only, I mean, it really is. I have to really hunt to find something to complain about this kit. And really the only one that's very mildly irritating are the little screw bags, because they're a little hard to read when there's a whole bunch of screws behind those black letters. Otherwise, really can't complain too much. But yeah, let's get these 2 parts. They're slightly different. So I believe this one goes right. Yeah? Does that go right there? Let's see here. Yes, that looks right. And then this one is a little more of an L shape. That one goes right there. And you push it down onto those pins for the fingers. And then we're going to get our PWB 2x6 screws. 1, 2. And I will be right back. All right. Those are screwed in. Looking good. Now we're going to take the thumb and we're going to put it back here. Just like that. There we go. Okay, just like that, and then through these 2 holes here and here, 2 PB 2.3x6 screws, which we have. friggin' hand is huge. This thing is just frickin' enormous. Man, that is one. Oh, the fun we'll have posing his fingers in childish ways. You're number one. Oh, yeah. We'll keep that off YouTube, I guess. But either way, there we go. The thumb is now attached. And look at that palm. And that slot right there, that's most likely for securing his blaster in his hand. Because as stiff as these fingers are, they have a good amount of friction and retention. You always want some kind of peg hole for a large, a large handheld accessory like that on any model. And we're going to take this guy now, and this part is going to go right on the back here. It's going to complete his like palm area, and we need one more PB 2.3x6 in that little hole right there. I'll be right back. Time to start building the wrist. We're going to take this part here, and we're going to take the section with the flats on it. We're going to take one of these little metal doohickeys, and we are going to shove it in that hole. Now, they tell you to use a hammer if you need to. Fair enough, okay? This has a nylon tip on it. There we go. I'm assuming that's enough. Yeah, it won't go in any further. Okay. Oh, I love using hammers. It's so fun. Okay, then we're going to take these two parts here. One of them has a slot. That's going to go on the slotted side. Okay, and then the other one has a little circle. That's going to go on that side. We're going to hold those together. And then we're going to flip this upside down. So we have the flat facing out. Then we're going to hold this right there and get two more PB 2.3x6 screws in there. And that's going to bolt the wrist in, and I'll be right back. Okay, the wrist is bolted in, and now we're going to take some CA glue, and we got these 4 posts on the back of the hand, or the top of the hand. Oh yeah, back of the hand, I guess that would be the term. And we're going to get some CA glue on them. Oh, I might need a new glue bottle. This one's really getting really tough to squeeze. The glue's slowly thickening up. But we're going to sandwich that thing together. Now look at that. Can someone give me a hand over here? Yeah, sure. Why not? I got a spare one. There we go. Perfect. So that's step 6 all done. A little more wrist stuff to do. I'm going to let this glue set a bit, and then I'll be right back. All right. Well, we're going to get finished with his wrist. So we're going to take this. We're going to take this last little metal thing and shove the flat tab into there. Then this, our second to last part in tray 1, we're going to put on like this. There we go. Just like that. Nice and easy. And now we've got to get the last part out of tray 1. Goodbye, tray 1. It was nice knowing you. So we got this bit right here. We need, I think, this part or this part. Nope. This one has posts. This one has holes. So we're going to take the hand, palm this way, and flip this over. There we go. And put that right on there. Okay, and we got to get 2 PWB 2x6 screws here and here. Give me a sec. I'll have those screws in. All right, those 2 screws are in. So now what we're going to do, we're going to take this little plastic doohickey, put it right in there, just like that. Then we're going to sandwich on. You got that round cutout. That goes at the bottom. We're going to sandwich those together. And then 4 PB 2.3 by 6 screws here. Be right back, everyone. Now, an extremely important step once you have those 4 screws in, pay attention, okay? This is a make it or break it. Give yourself a high five with Optimus. Isn't that cool? Look at the size of that thing. It's like a toddler. The hand is massive. Yeah, the robot. This thing's gonna be as big as a toddler when we're done with it. It's absolute insanity how large it is. I love it. Okay, lunacy aside, we're gonna start with the lower right arm. There we go. Ian, find your words. I'm gonna snap these suckers together. Okay, and then a couple of PB 2.3 by 6 screws in there, and then we're gonna insert this thing doesn't. There we go. The rubber thing. Now they gave us a replacement of these the first time we built a hand arm, lower arm part. Apparently this is updated, so that's why we had that addendum part in pack 1, pack 3, whatever. I'll be right back. All right, now that that's together, we're just gonna slap it into this part from right here. Get that on there, and then 4 PB 2.3 by 6 screws, and I shall return momentarily. Alrighty, we've retrieved our massive right arm. Left arm and the right arm are the same size on Optimus. Don't make any jokes there, kids. Sorry, children. Okay, so we're gonna take these pieces out of here, and we need the one with the 2 posts. I'm gonna take this guy, put it right in there like that. I'm gonna take this little tab with a little peg doohickey and get that right on there. Then we're gonna sandwich those together. Okay, and this should slide in and out freely, and 2 PB 2.3 by 6 screws go in these 2 holes here. Be right back. My bad. I had it on in the wrong. I was putting it on from like this side before. You want to see this joint, and you want it to be right here. Okay, so that it can do its thing the proper way, and you're gonna leave it right about there for the following stages. Oh, Ian. And then we want to now arrange it so it looks like this, with that in just about like that. And then we got to take this bit and flip this over, and we're gonna just, there's a couple holes here and there's a couple posts here, and we want to get that on there, and then we got to put a couple PB 2.3 by 6 screws in there. I'll be right back. With that screwed on, we're going to take this red plate out of here, and we're just going to put her on there, and it doesn't stay on its own, so we are going to glue it. Just going to get a little bit of glue around the pegs here. And a little smear there as well. And we're going to pop that in. All right. And then here, we're going to take this black and yellow thing, and this should, oh, I'll be right back. Before we were so rudely interrupted, my wife did bring food home. I've got this one's a little tricky to snap in. It's got to be in just so. Come on, Ian. Whoop. There's 2 tabs, and they just got to both go in their homes. There we go. Snaps in nice and solid. Oh, man. Okay. There we are. Nice tight fit there. No glue needed for that. And now we got to start putting together the lower right arm. So we're taking out the heavy duty power tool plastic, this glass fiber reinforced nylon type stuff. This stuff is beef, just beefy. And nope, we're taking this one, I think. Yes, taking this one. And we're gonna install it like this and make sure that we get this little tab into that little opening. This has a hex index on it, so I want to make sure you get that properly aligned. Then the hand, we want the seam to be in the middle here. That's just going to go in there, just like that. I'm going to take the other piece of industrial strength, plasticky goodness. I'm going to sandwich those together. And then my text messages, I love it. Okay, let's, I'm going to get some hardware, and I'll be right back. Okay, so what we're going to do here is we're going to take one of the nuts from pack 3, and you want to just get it in that hex hole. Put your finger in the back of it. Take one of these beautiful stainless steel Allen screws with a washer. Get that in there with your 2.5 millimeter hex driver. And then we did the same thing here and here, there and there. And that's that. It's getting big. It's getting very big. Let's see, now we've got to, got to put on this massive thing. So we're going to need PWM 2x5.5 screws. So it's going to go, so if this is the front of the arm, then this fella is going to go with this lump forward like that. And then I find it easy, if you bend the arm, you can get to all those screws a lot easier. So we're going to put those 4 screws on these 4 tabs on both sides. There's 2 tabs on each side. All right, I'm going to get those screwed in. I'll be right back. And don't forget your 3-in-1 oil on these. Going in the metal. Okay, so now we're going to, this whole thing's in. And you can see the piston and the elbow thing. It's pretty cool how it like articulates. That's very nice. Nice touch. Big arm. Take our little plastic plate here and this arm, and we've got to crazy glue this sucker in here. So we're going to do that. I'm going to put the crazy glue back here behind. I don't want any to seep through, possibly. So I'm just going to put it on these 4 nubs now that it's sitting in place in there. Be right back. Okie dokie. Crazy glue is dry now. So we're going to take this part and we're going to put it right over here. And then you can see there's 4 tabs. Yeah, there's 2 there, 2 there. And then 4 more PWM 2x5.5 screws to get that bolted down. And I'll be right back. Alrighty, we're almost at the finish line. We're going to grab this part out of here, into the last tray. I'm just going to slide it in there. And we got 2 of the PB 2.3x6 and 1 PWM. Where is it? Yeah, is that little notch. It's really hard to see, but it's there, and that's a PWM 2x5.5. I'm going to get that done. Then I'm going to do the same on the other side, and we'll be finished. And there is a peg, but basically there we go. We just got to get all the screws in. I will be back momentarily. Alrighty, I already snapped one of the trim pieces in place, but it's the same thing on both sides. So after those screws are all in, we're just going to take these 3 pegs. They go in these 3 holes here. You know, they go in a lot easier when you're not hitting record on YouTube, you know, and being the dumbest channel. You know, the other one went right in. What am I doing wrong here? I'm probably just at a funny angle. Why are you not snapping in there, buddy? 1, 2, 3. There we go. Ah, that's a nice positive click. Okay, the reason they're a little difficult to get in is because you don't need any glue or fasteners to hold them in. And oh my God, we're almost there. We're almost to the promised land. Now we're going to take the arm with this piston facing that way. Take the hand like this, click her in, and now look at this massive thing we have here. Holy God. Let's just compare this. I got to zoom out. This is why I mount my camera 17 feet in the air. Look at that. I'm a 6 foot tall individual with average length arms, and that's making it from my fingertips to my elbow. This thing is ginormous. That is the end of our parts. That is the end of pack 5, and I am freaking excited. This is awesome. This is so cool. Look at all those fingers. Oh, that thing is sweet. All right, everybody. Oh, here goes another text message. You know, I said I'd be up in a minute. Guess not. Well, everybody, thank you for watching. Thanks for coming. If you want one of these Optimus Primes, this one's mine and you can't have it. But you can go to the link below to Agora Models and order it there. Worth every penny. This thing is absolutely glorious and absolutely massive. I've got packs 6 and 7 sitting behind me. We'll get to those pretty soon. Until then, Autobots roll out. Thanks for coming. See you later, everybody.